Okay, think about this for a second. Where are you really when your hands are just washing the dishes? Your eyes are kind of unfocused, mind totally somewhere else.
Yeah, or driving, right? Same road, same turns.
Exactly. And you get there and barely remember the trip at all.
Happens all the time.
These are those moments, you know?
Yeah.
So common, almost automatic. We're just on autopilot. And it really makes you wonder, are you truly present in those moments, or are you somewhere else entirely?
That's a really deep question to start with.
Well, it sets the stage because today we're doing a deep dive into something really thought-provoking. It's a YouTube video called You by a creator named Key.
Ah, yes. I've seen that one. It's quite something.
It really is. It's basically the series of, well, profound questions. They're designed to make you stop, you know, and really reflect on your own awareness, your agency in just everyday life.
And what's so fascinating about Key's approach, I think, is how directly it challenges us. It forces you to look at that line between what you consciously choose to do and what just sort of happens automatically. It invites this critical look at where free will, or our perception of it, meets the sort of ingrained automatic response.
Okay, so let's unpack this then. Our mission for you today is really to explore these questions Key raised. We want to distill the core insights from the video.
And hopefully help you figure out where you might actually be in those moments. You know, when your mind, your body, your emotions, they all seem to just take the lead.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to get into some of maybe the psychological stuff behind it, why these moments feel so out of our control.
The neurology too. And what that might mean for your daily experience.
So the video, it kicks off by putting us right into these familiar scenes, mundane stuff almost. It prompts you to look at those small automatic behaviors, like for food, but not because you're hungry, really. It's something else, something quieter you can't quite.
Right. And the question posed there is powerful. Would you still crave sweetness if it didn't light up your brain?
If it offered no small moment of comfort. Yeah. It's such a direct challenge to this idea that we're always choosing, even in those simple acts.
And that point really, really highlights what psychologists often talk about as system one thinking. You know, our fast, automatic, intuitive responses.
Ah, right. System 1 versus system 2.
Exactly. A lot of what the video describes ties straight into our limbic system, that ancient part of the brain. It's wired for pleasure, for reward.
So that quiet urge, it isn't always a conscious, I want this now.
Not necessarily. It might just be your brain's deep conditioning kicking in, like a pre-programmed response almost. The video nails this perfectly when it asks, do you choose this, or does it rise on its own like a tide you simply obey?
Wow. Like a tide you simply obey. That's, yeah. And it gets even more personal, doesn't it? It moves into our emotional landscape, which can feel, well, incredibly overwhelming, unbidden.
Definitely.
Like, consider this question. Where are you when your heart speeds up at a mess, or when your stomach shifts at the thought of being wanted?
Those physical sensations tied to emotion.
Yeah. Or even deeper. Where do you hide when sadness comes, heavy and still? You know, when even small movements feel like just too much effort. These questions, they're asking us to find ourselves inside these really powerful, often involuntary.
And that's such a perfect illustration of how our autonomic nerve works, isn't it? It's buzzing away, often totally below our conscious radar.
Right. Like you don't decide to make your heart race.
Exactly. It's not a decision you make. It's your body's physiological response to some kind of stimulus, maybe a perceived threat, maybe a connection, could be anything.
So the video is challenging that idea of a single you that's always in the driver's seat.
Precisely. It suggests there's this deeper, perhaps more automatic system running the show a lot of the time. It even asks, you know, would you ever avoid what's difficult if your mind didn't promise relief?
Pointing towards that innate drive for comfort, for safety.
Yeah, the body's instinct. Sometimes it kicks in even before you've consciously processed what's happening.
Okay, this next part really resonates because it digs into our physical. How much agency do we actually have? The video asks, is that really you pulling back from what hurts, or is it just the body protecting?
That's a fantastic point, a classic reflex.
And then I loved this observation about laughter. It asks, where are you when laughter breaks out of you? Sudden and warm, surprising even your own face.
Yeah, spontaneous laughter.
And the killer question, who decides to smile? Was it ever you, or did your nerves and muscles make that choice first?
That just speaks volumes about, well, the incredible efficiency of our biological wiring, doesn't it? Pulling away from pain that's often precognitive. It's a reflex.
The forethought, basically.
Exactly. Part of our fight or flight system, designed for instant survival. Your body acts before your conscious mind even gets the memo.
And smiling or laughing, too.
Often. Yes. A spontaneous smile, a sudden laugh, they often come from these neurological pathways that just bypass deliberate thoughts. Like the observes the joy, maybe amplifies it, but that initial physical spark, it can feel almost automatic.
Like a reflex.
Kind of. And the video pushes this further, even into attraction, asking, would you ever reach for touch if it gave you nothing in return? No rush, no comfort, no thrill.
It keeps questioning the why behind our most primal urges. Are they choices or are they programs?
Exactly. Deeply ingrained.
Okay, what about our mental habits, especially now, in this super connected digital age? This next question from Key's video really hit home for me.
Which one was that?
Where are you when your phone glows in the dark, offering 1,000 small reasons to keep looking?
Oh, yeah. The doom scroll vortex.
Totally. And it asks, is it really you choosing to stay, or does something deeper pull you toward a distraction without asking? I mean, I know I've been there, mindlessly scrolling, didn't even realize I'd picked up the phone.
That is such a perfect example of the attention economy we live in. These platforms, they're designed to subtly hook us, hold our focus, often completely bypassing conscious choice.
How do they do that?
Well, it taps into how our brains are wired for novelty, for quick reward, little dopamine hit. It keeps you coming back.
Ah, the dopamine loop.
Precisely. And this idea extends to our internal world, too, like memory. The video asks, do you control what stays in your mind, or does your mind decide what matters, what hurts, what returns?
Suggesting our memories aren't always neatly filed by us consciously.
Not at all. Memory is often a reconstructive process, heavily influenced by subconscious factors, by emotions, not always under our direct command. Even fear gets questioned. Is that caution yours? Or is it simply how life keeps itself going generation after generation?
Whoa. Pointing to, evolutionary survival.
Exact. Deep, deep program.
Okay, so after exploring all these questions, what does this all mean? This whole deep dive into Key's You video, it really makes you think about that complex dance, doesn't it? Between our deliberate actions and these automatic responses.
It really does. It forces you to look closer at where your agency, your you-ness, actually resides in any given moment.
It's subtle sometimes.
Very subtle. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it raises a really important point. If your heart speeds up when you see a message and you didn't tell it to,
right,
or your hand jerks back from something hot before you even registered hot, who or maybe what is truly making those decisions?
Is it you or something else?
Well, the core insight maybe isn't that you aren't there at all. It's more like our conscious you, the one we identify with most strongly, is often observing these things happen rather than initiating.
So we're watching the biological and psychological programs run.
In many cases, yes. The real choice might lie in what happens next, how you consciously respond after that initial automatic reaction. That's where the agency might come back in.
Ah, okay. So it's not that we have no choice, but maybe the choice point is different from where we think it is.
Perhaps. As the video keeps asking, right, do you choose this, or does it rise on its own like a tide you simply obey?
Or who decides to smile? Was it ever you, or did your nerves and muscles make that first?
Those questions just hang there.
They really do.
And this whole exploration, this deep dive, it brings us right back around to the very last lines of Key's video, which leaves us, and you, the listener, with this really powerful kind of open-ended question to think about. Maybe you're here, maybe you're somewhere else entirely, maybe it's both, maybe there's always been that, and it just trails off.
Yeah, leaving it hanging. And that really raises a crucial question for you to carry forward, doesn't it? In your own life, day to day, when you're lying awake, replaying conversations.
Or just staring out the window, not really seeing anything.
Exactly. Where are you in those moments? It's really an invitation, I think. An invitation cultivated deeper.
Of your own presence?
Or
lack of presence? Both. Just to notice it. Not to judge it. Just to observe and maybe understand a bit better all those intricate layers that make up your being. Where does the automatic end? Where do you begin? Or maybe, are they always intertwined?
Something to definitely keep pondering.